Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-February 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Totally fine if you find this video a few days before the middle of the month, a few days after the middle of the month. You'll find it when you need it, Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you the meaning of the tarot cards as well as any intuitive messages that I receive. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my channel. That does help me greatly. And also, you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. Typically post a couple Capricorn videos a month. With that being said, let's jump in and get started. And column number one, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So what's happened in the last few weeks. Column number two, we're going to take a look at what's going on, what's going to happen in the remainder of February. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the fifth and final column, we'll do a message from our future self or spirit guides. Also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing note, and your crystal of the month. But with that being said, let's start with a summary card here for what's happened in the last few weeks. We have the card Time. So likely things, plain and simple, are just taking some time to get going, Capricorn. Things might be moving a little bit slower than you anticipated they would be moving. But let's take a look and see. Right off the bat, we're starting with the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I do feel like some of you have been really focused on how long something has been taking to happen. My recommendation there is just try not to get too caught up or too focused on any one thing. I feel like what you focus on is what you get. So if you're focusing on how long something's taking, Capricorn, it's going to take even longer. So just keep that in mind. The next card we have is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very romantic love type card. It's a card of partnership, proposal, marriage. Some of you could have gotten married, could have gotten engaged. This could also be a time, though, of a new friendship or a new, business proposal or a proposal of any type in life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love proposal. But this is a really wonderful partnership, whether it's business or love or friendship. It's a great partnership, like I said. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. Specifically, the Ace of Pentacles is new job, new raise, promotion, investment, some sort of a new income. So again, some of you could be having a new business partner, a new business proposal, new job. Could be a new coworker at work. Some of you could have new jobs, some sort of new income, but it seems pretty directly tied to this Two of Cups, that new partnership or relationship that's going on. Very strong and very healthy. Maybe for some of you, you waited a long time for this friend or this business proposal or this job. But let's see what clarifying messages we have here. The first card we have is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's also a card of abundance. So some of you, again, I think were just so focused on having this one thing happen and how long it was taking to happen. It is coming though, so the creation is there, the abundance is there, but we just seem to be really focused on it was taking time for this to happen. This is also a card of pregnancy and fertility. Some of you could be pregnant, or some of you could be really focused on getting pregnant, and that could be what you're frustrated about, is kind of how slow that process could be going for you. Again, try not to focus too much on the things that are not going correctly for you, Capricorn, and focus your attention on what you want. It'll be really beneficial for you. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a great card. It's a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. I do feel like financially this could sound weird, but whether it was a marriage or a business proposal or a new friendship, I do think it'll be financially beneficial to you. If it's new friendship, maybe they'll introduce you to a new investor. Maybe if you're getting engaged or married, you're now combining finances and you're helping each other out. But overall, whatever this Two of Cups was a good financial move. Then at the bottom we have the Five of Pentacles. This is a card sometimes of ill health, worry, isolation. You kind of feel like you're out and the cold. For some of you, again, just think this ties back to how long this new money took for it to come to you with that Ace of Pentacles. But I would say you don't really need to be worrying about it. There's no financial loss coming through with this card, even though it can be a card of financial loss. The message that's coming through is just that you've been worried about this new job or this new money move. Now let's take a jump forward and take a look at what's coming through the end of February for you, Capricorn, so how you're going to finish out the month. We have the card motion. Hooray, that's great to see. We were just talking about how things were taking time and not moving. Now we have the motion card. If things haven't gotten moving for you, Capricorn, I'm going to venture to say that they will now. Let's clarify though and see what else we've got. So you have a repeat card here with this Nine of Pentacles, so definitely some sort of money coming in for you. Again, not sure what channel or what way that is, but the Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain, so definitely that's coming towards you. That's in motion to you, Cancer, or Capricorn, sorry. The next card that we have is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is waiting for results. It makes sense. You've been waiting for whatever this is. The waiting part in the beginning of February was very clear. I do want to point out though, you're like holding the world in your hand. So you have it all, Capricorn. It's coming to you for sure. And then at the bottom we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. As we start going through this transition and this money starts coming in and things start moving after maybe it's felt like it's taken too much time, make sure you stay confident, make sure you stay self-assured. I feel like you've wanted this thing so badly, Capricorn. Don't start to waver, just keep pushing forward. Let's clarify this column and see what we've got. We've got the Justice card. The Justice card is always favorable for you, Capricorn. It's like a cause and effect. And that makes sense because I feel like you've worked hard for this and now you're going to reap the benefits of it. It could also be like truth coming out. Maybe you were waiting for some sort of final decision or paperwork to be signed off or something like that. So that will be happening for you. And of course, going to lead to money there. The next card we have is the Eight of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is withdrawing, retreating, moving on. If you look, we have these 8 cups here. They're stacked up nicely, and yet this person is still walking away from them. So it's moving on to something new. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting for results. So I think we're moving out of this waiting period and you're getting to move into whatever this new thing is that you've been wanting, Capricorn. Again, you have the world in your hands. Another money card coming through for us with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. It could be retirement or inheritance. Some of you could be retiring or receiving an inheritance. But overall, it's like this is a good money move long-term kind of thing. So lots of money coming up for you in this reading so far. And that's on top of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is again confident and self-assured, so you just need to know things are going to be right. This is the right long-term move for you, Capricorn. Now let's take a look at the money column specifically. This could be job, career, finances, investments you have, really anything related to money. Of course, you're going to have some more money cards in the money column with the flow that we're in here, Capricorn. The first card that we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is sometimes feeling like you have to compromise, or it could just be making a decision. At some point in time in the remainder of the month, you may feel like you're compromising, or there just could be a decision to be made about finances. We have repeat Ten of Pentacles. We were just talking about the Ten of Pentacles. Again, some of you could be retiring. Now we're specifically in the money column, so retirement would make sense here. There could be some sort of inheritance coming in for you. But again, this is just long-term money. Great card to have in the money column. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. This is very solid, very practical. It is a card of investment. Some of you could be making a new investment. But again, very solid, very practical. It is also a card of leadership, so some of you could be in a leadership role at work or be moving into a leadership role, so just keep that in mind as well. Oops. The next clarifying card we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card of a fast-paced lifestyle change. You see how fast this horse and rider are going here. So I think that this decision is going to come on quite quickly. So just be prepared to make a quick move, Capricorn. The next card we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within for clarity. It's about living your personal truth. If you look closely at this card here, there's this light. This is the light within you. So I would say make sure you're checking in with yourself and you're doing what you want. Maybe some of you are asking if you want to retire. Make sure that is what you want. Make sure that's your personal path. Make sure that you're being solid and practical as we go through money, spending money, job moves, all of those kind of things. But I'm going to say this, and I don't know if it'll make sense. I'm sure it'll resonate with some of you. You're getting clarity on your future state of money. Maybe you're getting this raise and now you know what you need to do. There seems to be some sort of clarity around money as well. Then we're at the bottom here with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a very nostalgic card. It's about reflecting. It's interesting because it's paired on top of the King of Pentacles, which is very solid and practical. So it's almost like you're going to reflect on what you did in the past so you can make good decisions going forward. Not saying you made bad decisions, but you could be like, oh, I invested in this and it had a great return. So there's some reflection on what you'll be doing with money. The Six of Cups is also a card of gifts though, so you see that this person's handing the other person a gift. So there just seems to be money coming in all around. Again, for some of you, it could be very specifically an investment opportunity. Now let's move on to our love column. So this could be anything to do with love, relationships, family, friends. And let's see what we have. The first card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a desire for long-term security. Whether you're single or in a relationship, you're wanting long-term all around. We were talking long-term money, we were talking long-term relationships now, but there is a desire for long-term. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of good news, success. You see they're celebrating in this card. This person just came back from a fight or war and they're going back into town and everybody's celebrating. So it's very much so a celebratory card. It's a card of victory. It could also be recognition. Maybe you're just being really appreciated by your partner, which is a great feeling. But overall, good news and success. Then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. And it could be delayed success. This person planted these pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. I feel like some of you are waiting for a relationship, or you're waiting to get engaged, or you're waiting to get married. I do think there will be a good shift here for you with the Six of Wands. Again, that's that card of success, getting what you want, that kind of victory. But some of you are waiting on something that you desire that hasn't been fulfilled yet. But let's clarify and see what other messages we've got going on here. The first clarifying card we have is the Temperance Card. The Temperance Card is a card of balance, harmony, patience. Patience specifically is the word we're going to hang on to here. Again, you really are desiring this thing, you want it, but you have two cards with the Seven of Pentacles and now the Temperance card telling you that you may have to be patient. Do think it's coming for you, but continue to be patient, Capricorn. The next card we have is the Two of Wands. This is also a card of waiting for results, so you have 3 waiting cards. Just keep waiting. Again, you have the world in your hands. It's coming to you, so just be patient there. That's on top of the Six of Wands, so I think, again, solidifying that you're going to get what you want, whether it's a relationship, an engagement, a marriage, family, all of those things. Then at the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. For those of you that have listened to my readings before, you know that the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. There's a rainbow here with all the cups full. There's a happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, water's running, there's a house in the background. It's genuinely the card of everything. It's a card of family, contentment, total love and support. Wonderful card to see in the love column. Your waiting will lead to everything that you want, Capricorn. Now let's move into our 5th and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides, and see what we've got going on there. We have the card Rediscovery. Interesting. So likely you might be rediscovering something that you haven't thought about or given much attention to lately. There's a child pictured on the card here, so it's almost like going within for your inner child to rediscover something. Let's clarify though and see what messages that are associated with this card and see what we've got. Okay, the first card we have is the Six of Cups. This is our second Six of Cups in this reading. Again, the Six of Cups is like nostalgia. It's very nostalgic. It's reflecting. It's interesting about the rediscovery. It's like you're reflecting back on something to rediscover something. So that will be interesting. I'd be curious how that plays out for some of you. The Six of Cups also, though, is a card of gifts, so I think there will be gifts for some of you, or a reunion of some sort. Maybe you're rediscovering a lost friend or family member. The next card that we have is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is very favorable for you. It's like a final decision being made, and that decision is favorable for you. If you're waiting for like a court hearing to settle out, it will be favorable. Maybe you're waiting for like an insurance claim to be paid or something of that sort. Those type of things are very favorable for you with the Judgment card. It's also a card of clarity though. I think through rediscovery you're going to get clarity on maybe something you've overlooked or a friend you've lost connection with. Then we have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom here. The Two of Pentacles is about having multiple choices, multitasking, having many options going on. I feel like February is going to be busy for some of you. That multitasking is really sticking out. You're kind of juggling lots of different priorities and things going on. But let's clarify this column a little bit further. See if there's any other messages I can provide you. The first card we have is the Nine of Wands. I like the Nine of Wands. This is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. It's about being very persistent. Going back to like maybe being reunited with a friend or something like that. Maybe that person was like very pushy or wasn't the kindest to you. I think this is saying that like you can reunite, just make sure there are boundaries there. Or if a long lost family member comes to you, it's fine, but like if they're just asking for money, then don't go there, you know? So be clear, have those boundaries and be firm on those boundaries as you go through this rediscovery or reunion of some sort. The next card we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. It's a card of commerce. It's a card of expansion. Could be travel. Sorry. So it's on top of the Judgment card, and that's again a card of clarity. I just feel like your clarity is going to be expanding going into February. You are definitely rediscovering, reuniting. I feel like your vision of something is really small and it's going to be very broad soon. And then last but not least at the bottom here we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of rest, retreat, renewal, recovery. Remember I was just saying that I feel like you're going to be doing lots of different things. There's going to be lots of priorities. Make sure you're resting, recovering, taking care of yourself, Capricorn. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck to give you those questions or those answers. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of those questions really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Jack of Diamonds. This is number 14 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Clubs. This is number 40 card. That's also a yes. And for question number 3, we have the Three of Hearts. This is also a yes with number 1 card there. So yes, yes, yes for you, Capricorn. The next thing we're going to do, earlier this month in February, we pulled a healing stone from the Healing Stones deck for you. This is a crystal to carry through the month of February to support you. You got smoky quartz, which is nerve strength, resilience. It's truly all around that anti-stress stone, helps you stay relaxed. And last but not least, we're going to pull a message from our Healing Notes deck. We always can use more healing. We have surround yourself with people who make you hungry for life, touch your heart, and nourish your soul. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Also, again, if you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new videos in the future. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you feel inclined to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and have a wonderful February.